A good video game has the power to create a reality-bending experience. The quality of that experience is determined by the tools you use, how they look, and how they feel. Destiny 2's main tools are its weapons, and they're made by different foundries with unique styles that change the way your gameplay experience pans out. The Omolon Foundry is home to some of the most advanced weapons available to Guardians. Compared to their competition, there's nothing that feels quite as fast, refined, and deadly. Today, we're going to talk about some of my favorite Omolon weapons and how they measure up. Let's get started. First up, we have a standard lightweight scout rifle, the Manannan SR4. Its raw performance isn't out of the ordinary. In fact, its direct competition, the Conspirator, outclasses its reload speed, stability, range, and comes standard with some very creative perks. Making the case for the Manannan even more difficult, compared to the Mida Multitool, a lightweight kinetic scout rifle, the Manannan seems like a joke unless you're fighting something with a shield. But that's only if we're talking about statistics alone. The Omolon Foundry knows how to make a decent gun, but they also know how to tug on your heartstrings. If you're like me and enjoy getting your hands on the inner workings of your toys, then the allure of this bare-bones gun is undeniable. Add those superficial qualities to an overall solid performance and a well-rounded combination of perks that make up for a statistical deficit, and you've got a solid weapon that dares its competition to call it weak. The lightweight frame increases your movement speed for easier positioning and better agility in 1v1 gunfights. The option for short or long-range sights lets you be a deadly marksman or an aggressive mid-range fighter. The magazine options are mostly preferential, but having choices never bothered me. Finally, the Manannan comes standard with explosive payload, which is the icing on the cake. A phenomenal perk for any weapon, explosive payload creates a small area of effect detonation when your bullets hit their target. The damage from the explosion is minimal to surrounding enemies, but it causes a staggering effect. This makes the SR4 great for killing and crowd control. There's not much else to say. This gun is a bit tame and unexciting, but it looks and feels great. It gets the job done, and it also helps to define the Foundry. Before the Red War, Omolon only made scout rifles, fusion rifles, sniper rifles, and hand cannons, but have since expanded their arsenal to include most other weapons. When we compare their newer developments to the Manannan, it's clear they've learned how to do more than just challenge the competition. The Phosphorus MG4 is a lightweight submachine gun that does exactly what it's supposed to do. If there's a bad guy in your face, pull the trigger and they'll be gone in the blink of an eye. It's hyper-specialized, so unlike Hake's anti-OPD precision submachine gun, you won't be challenging enemies outside of close range. But within its optimal range, it's scary how efficient this gun is. The MG4 ticks all the right boxes for a grade A submachine gun, but it's got the added effect of looking and feeling like something plucked straight out of your favorite sci-fi television show. Its completely smooth texture mixed with gentle but unnatural curves gives this death machine a very unassuming, refined look. A weapon for a person that's evolved beyond the need for war but still knows how to fight one. Its beautiful exterior complemented by the most advanced technology the Vanguard has ever seen. The dynamic sway reduction system drastically improves the Phosphorus's accuracy. Whether you're hip firing, aiming down sights, or gliding through the sky, your shots will land with pinpoint precision, provided you're pointing the barrel in the right direction. The steady rounds further improve your ability to control this weapon as it rattles off 900 rounds per minute. But if control isn't an issue for you, it's got two other versatile magazine options: Alloy Magazine for faster reloads on an empty magazine, and Phase Mag for increased per bullet damage at the cost of rate of fire and magazine size. The Phosphorus MG4 is a great example of the quality Omolon can produce, but the truth is there's another side to them that I haven't talked about. The side that loves to experiment with cutting-edge technology regardless of the risks. The fusion of mad scientist and wide-eyed visionary. The Omolon Foundry is something truly amazing. They hold steadfast to an ideology but don't allow themselves to be consumed by it. While Hake's refusal to let go of the past is admirable, it's made all but a few of their weapons desirable by the masses. Not everyone can handle the rough and tumble lifestyle they represent. On the other hand, Omolon has found a way to balance visceral excitement with cold-blooded efficiency. That's why the Cold Heart Trace Rifle is their #1 gun. It uses Omolon's liquid fuel technology as self-coolant to keep its onboard projection system at biting sub-zero temperatures. I don't know exactly what that means or how it works, but that's what it says on the package. And in true Omolon fashion, all the high-tech bits that make this trace rifle deadly are visible for all to see. Under ideal conditions, there's hardly anything that can outperform this weapon's damage output. The longest winter perk makes the Cold Heart deal more damage the longer it remains on target until it reaches its peak. There's obviously a limit to how well you can hold your beam on moving targets in the field, but the better you get, the better the Cold Heart gets. Furthermore, its other stats, range, stability, reload speed, and handling are respectable, making it a great energy weapon for special occasions or general monster hunting. The Mananid SR4, Phosphorus MG4, and the Cold Heart are part of an arsenal of weapons on the bleeding edge of technological advancement. But they're still stylish, and better still, they're curated for the masses and grow in strength with high-end users. The same pleasantries that would help the common man defend himself will let an elite guardian push their abilities to new heights. Omolon is the pursuit of perfection in its purest form. I can't say if they've reached it yet, but I imagine they'll keep making weapons until they do. And there we go. Those are my 3 favorite weapons in the Omolon Foundry, and man, they are fun. It's very difficult to put them down, and I almost wish I could use all 3 of them at the same time, but because of the way Destiny 2's weapon system works, I can't. It's a little bit disappointing, but it does force me to show love to the other foundries like Hake and Suros. With all of that said, we're gonna wrap up here by saying I don't know if it's pronounced Mananin or Mananin. Also, the name of the game is Destiny 2. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, because if you do, maybe Omolon will send some fancy technology to your house. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.